1, 2, is this on?
Wrestling matches are all well and good, but for a match to have true substance, you need to have a compelling story. At the center of creating a gripping story is a superstar's ability to hype up a match on the microphone. Whether it be dramatic or comedic, it takes a great amount of skill for a superstar to be captivating time and time again when it comes to hitting the stick. These men have consistently been able to sell tickets and build interest for wrestling angles using nothing more than a microphone, and will always be remembered in high regard. Granted, we all have different views on what makes the best talkers in wrestling, and there will be a lot of debate on this topic, but here is my list of the top 10 greatest talkers in the history of the wrestling business. Special mentions go out to the following men: Dusty Rhodes.
You put hard times on this country by taking Dusty Rhodes out. That's hard time.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
You listen to me, you go to the top. You don't listen to me, you're never heard from again.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
The cream of the crop, and there is no one that does it better than the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Hulk Hogan.
What you gonna do, Macho Man, when the whole world full of Hulkamaniacs destroy you?
Mick Foley.
Dewey Foley is a 3-year-old boy.
You sick sons of bitches!
Shawn Michaels.
Who's your daddy, Montreal?
Triple H.
You guys talk about being students of the game. I am the game, JR.
Edge.
What the hell are you doing here, Jeff Hardy? Didn't you die like 3 years ago?
The Miz.
This is my show, week in and week out. I'm the one working here, not you and not you.
And Kevin Owens.
And you know what happens when you call yourself the best in the world? Everybody back there, including me, is thinking Shane McMahon can kiss my...
Number 10, Jake the Snake Roberts. What makes Jake Roberts stand out is the fact that he didn't need to shout or scream like most of the men on this list. Instead, he spoke softly and quietly, staring into the camera with his cold and venomous gaze.
The thing in the bag was simply a toy. I've always been the snake you should worry about.
Jake never needed to raise his voice to hook an audience.
Sometimes it's better to remain quiet and be thought a fool than it is to speak up and erase all doubt.
To give interviews on that level without ever getting angry is astounding.
When I turned you over and I seen your face already starting to swell, I have to tell you the truth, man. It made me feel good inside.
Whether he was working as an evil, sadistic heel against the likes of Randy Savage or The Undertaker,
Oh, get out of here, please, Robert.
I can cultivate her into something that even I could want.
Please.
Ooh, short ride, bad landing. I will put the final nail in your own coffin. Trust me.
or as an ultra-popular babyface against guys like the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
A victim of your own greed, wallowing in the muck of avarice.
Jake gave unique and powerful promos and talked with passion.
I will own you. Not just your body, but your soul, your body. I'm going to give to Damien, and oh, he will enjoy that.
Jake Roberts whispered louder than anyone and had the ability to make you stop talking during his promo and focus intently on the screen.
Never, ever turn your back on somebody you respect or you're afraid of.
Number 9, Vince McMahon. Mr. McMahon has always been such a convincing on-screen character.
I will strike down the face of defiance.
Because the evil billionaire that he portrays is basically just an extension of Vince McMahon's actual personality.
I'm your genetic jackhammer. What? Oh my gosh! Daddy's coming home! The jackhammer!
However, the chairman was always incredible at overreacting and taking his corrupt boss gimmick to the next level.
I enjoy destroying lives. It turns me on.
Some of his mic work in the feud with Austin stands the test of time.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
This man has never cut a bad promo. He's literally a master of the craft.
Undertaker and Kane have been reduced to two putrid put.
What in the hell is he saying?
He was insanely good and drew more heat than anyone else.
Shut up, I'm talking!
There you go!
He cussed out Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I assaulted Stone Cold Steve Austin and got away with it.
He went live on TV and said Bret Hart screwed himself.
Bret screwed Bret. I have no sympathy whatsoever for Bret.
And he berated his own son, daughter, and wife over the years.
I see your mother. I see two spoiled, ungrateful little rich bitches. That's what I see.
Vince even told his son that he will never forgive his mother for giving birth to him.
I will never ever forgive your mother for giving birth to you. Oh, for God's sakes.
The Mr. McMahon character has so many layers and such history in the business that there will never ever be another one like him.
Damn it, you people think this is funny?
Truly genius.
Life sucks, and then you die.
Number 8, CM Punk. As the leader of the straight edge society and even the new Nexus, Punk was too entertaining to silence.
We don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't do drugs, but you know something?
And he could turn any average segment into a thing of beauty.
I thought you said something about being entertaining, because that was boring. You're not funny and nobody likes you.
The pipe bomb promo in the summer of 2011 is one of the most famous moments in WWE history and is instantly memorable in the minds of the fans.
There's one thing you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass.
When you can drop a promo that single-handedly sparks the most interest in wrestling that there's been in years, you know you've got something special.
I love the place I work. I just hate the people in charge.
This one promo escaped the WWE echo chamber and started bringing lapsed fans back.
Right now, this isn't CM Punk talking to Triple H. This is Phil Brooks talking to Paul Levesque.
And this was at a time when the business was not doing so well.
You want to see the text message my little sister Shalene sent me last night? OMG, Kevin Nash, WTF, thought he was dead, LOL.
The man brought a huge amount of fans back into wrestling.
Boy, did you ever suck. You went from somebody who just sucked to somebody who just sucked up.
Whether he was verbally sparring against John Cena.
You know who gave up on their dream? You did. When you moved to California to become a bodybuilder and you became a sports entertainer because you couldn't hack it.
Vince McMahon.
You've been slapping me in the face for years. And now that's a slap in your face.
Triple H.
You don't wear the pants in the family, but you do wear her panties, don't you?
Or The Rock.
Understand, when you step in the ring, your arms are just too short to box with God.
Punk dominated the microphone every single time.
I would, but I know where that hand's been.
Number 7, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin's promo following his King of the Ring victory in 1996 is legendary.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
But as well as that, Austin's mic work opposite Vince McMahon.
You are the world's dumbest son of a bitch.
The Rock.
Since you're a piece of crap, I challenge you to flush yourself down a commode.
And Triple H.
Shut the stupid music down. I ain't got time to watch you spray that stupid ass water all over the crowd.
Was incredible. He had the most believable character in the business. Many fans criticized his heel run in 2001, but that's some of the funniest stuff you'll ever see.
Breathing down our necks.
Breathing down our necks. They're breathing it. What about Raven? Quote the Raven, nevermore. You suck. Quote Stone Cold, nevermore.
He, like many other great mic workers, got the crowd involved.
What does that mean? That you're dead? You don't breathe? You got no pulse? What exactly is a nature boy? Do you like nature? Do you like boys? Oh, no, don't answer that.
He was one of, if not the, very first heel to get cheered by the fans.
If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, you've had my exact
All right,
opinion
I don't
of
think
Bret
we
Hart.
have to go there.
I can look at you, son. The only thing you've been ordering is a whole bunch of damn cheeseburgers.
Austin was just pure entertainment.
Yep, there it is right there. Stone Cold Steve Austin got something he want to show you. How about that?
Can you say the alphabet backwards?
Well, I can whip your ass backwards.
Number 6, John Cena. Although the previous face of WWE is often corny and immature with his jokes and taunts,
Vicky is so fat that her baby pictures were taken via satellite.
Stop it!
Oh no, he's pretty pale. He's like a jar of mayonnaise with eyeballs and a ketchup haircut.
Quit the joke, Cena!
there is no denying that the man is charismatic. He possesses the rare ability to be able to whip a crowd up into a frenzy with a unique passion and intensity.
Everybody watching, I won't be stopped. I can't be stopped.
One of the main reasons that Cena has been the face of WWE during the entire PG era is because he cuts good or great promos week in and week out.
I'm still here, and that's passion.
From his early days of Thugonomics, Cena had the most entertaining segment of the show.
Need to hit them sit-ups too. You're not exactly the leanest. Forget seeing me, bro. You can't see your own penis. You couldn't cut it with the Brood. They even put you on the shelf. Gangrel was sucking blood. You were sucking something else.
But what really proves how great he is his feuds in recent years with the likes of The Rock,
Dwayne Johnson is a self-centered, egotistical, see-through son of a bitch.
AJ Styles,
Call me a sorry excuse for a wrestler. Why? Because I didn't put time in on the indie scene?
Roman Reigns, and The Miz.
You're a dude dressed up as a dude playing another dude. You ain't stepped up, you fell off. All you've been showing the WWE Universe is that you got no balls. Brah.
Number 5, Roddy Piper. Hot Rod was charisma in a kilt.
Of course I come out in a kilt. Someone says I'm cute and I bury my fist down their throat.
Roddy Piper's mic work mystified, terrified, and energized an audience like no other superstar.
Did they see him pin me? Did they see him pin me? No! All they saw is a piece of crap. That's all they saw, man.
What made Piper so dangerous on the stick wasn't just that nobody could prepare for him. He was able to delicately tread the line between funny and scary, ready to switch on you at any moment.
No, sir. No, sir.
The first WrestleMania was built around Hulk Hogan and the mouth of Roddy Piper.
How could you kick a woman? I just, I'm an equal opportunist. A woman hits me, I'll knock her out.
He was that good that he could talk you into the arena because you wanted to see him get his ass kicked.
What's gonna be the rules for the boxing match? You know what she said? Oh, we gonna punch a lot? No!
The Hot Scott famously looked to change the questions.
Just when they think they got the answers, I change the questions.
And shake up anyone who dared to step into that viper's nest that was Piper's Pit.
Welcome to Piper's Pit.
Oh, God.
His heel persona in the 80s was so unbelievably over that it would eventually see him become a long-time babyface.
Sid Justice ain't nothing but a big goofball with no guts, looks like a lion, and meows like a kitten.
One of the greatest of all time.
It's business. Oh, you're in for a treat. It is showdown time.
I'm not finished yet!
Much of the reason for Piper's legendary career was his incredible and explosive use of the stick.
I rode with him. I know what an idiot this guy is. He's tough enough to go and bench press 500 pounds. Who really cares?
Number 4, Paul Heyman. Unquestionably the greatest hype man in the history of wrestling.
Suplex City, bitch.
He's able to create the big fight feel.
It's not a prediction, it's a spoiler.
Admittedly, Paul Heyman only has so many dimensions. He sells fights, not himself.
Your son will call Brock Lesnar Daddy.
But in what would seem like a limited avenue for talking, Heyman has managed to be the most captivating man in the business while advocating for Brock Lesnar, CM Punk,
he is the best in the world.
And more recently, Roman Reigns. While his numerous scripted promos have cemented his position as one of WWE's most valuable employees,
Just so you know, interrupting my promo is like stepping into the ring with Brock Lesnar. You ain't got a chance!
it's his work shoots that are also true masterpieces, such as his invasion shoot promo on Vince McMahon.
You are the most disgusting, vile son of a I've ever seen in my life.
His 1997 shoot on Jerry Lawler.
We will bust our ass to give them their money's worth.
And his verbal assassination at ECW One Night Stand 2005 on Bischoff,
You are in our house, bitch.
Edge,
I have 2 words for you. Matt freaking Hardy.
and JBL.
The only reason you are WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesday.
Number 3, Chris Jericho. Y2J is one of the most irrepressibly creative minds the wrestling business has ever seen, bar none.
I never had to call myself the best in the world. Other people said it for me. These people said it for me.
As soon as he picked up the stick during his debut in WWE back in 1999, fans knew they were in for a treat if they knew him previously or not. His promo battles with the best in the business will stand the test of time.
The only reason anybody bought your book in the first place is they were hoping that you would die at the end of it.
Happy ending.
What Y2J?
He's cooking. I can promise you I'll never say anything about your father on this show again. However, your sister?
I now consider myself saved. They're all just like you. Weak, shallow, insecure human beings.
And remain entertaining on the mic.
Can I have your attention, please?
Of course you have an email, you idiot. Just read it.
The man has over 28 years worth of material in the bank after all.
We'll never, ever be the same again.
I am the Ayatollah of rock and roller.
Raw is Jericho!
Part of this
Would you please shut the hell up?
The gift of Jericho. Drink it in, man.
You don't even work here anymore, it's Teddy Long, you stupid idiot. You better watch it. Watch what? It. You just made the list!
He could literally get anything over from a list to a plant.
No! Mitch was never so useful.
It was incredible to watch.
I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
You see what you did?
Number 2, Ric Flair, the Nature Boy.
Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun.
Arguably the greatest superstar of all time.
My whole career, I've always done better than anybody else.
Ric Flair's cut some belting promos in his time.
Who made this coat? Hugo Boss, Armani? You set it up, broke. Hell, my life's just starting, Jack.
From the sweaty and borderline deranged with a tear in my eye speech.
Now it's Ric Flair, and y'all pay homage to the man. Woo!
To his sweaty and 10 out of 10 deranged cutting of his own head live on camera.
See this? See this? Just the blood. I paid the price. You like blood? I'll bleed. Uh-oh. Scott did. Yeah. You can't hurt me. I've crashed an airplane, been hit by lightning, hit by sledgehammers. I don't want you bad.
He just brings such a passion, such an intensity to the mic.
Who are you to ever tell me how to wrestle? I'm Ric Flair.
In the NWA, Flair would give so many iconic interviews.
The dirtiest player in the game, the man that has written the rule book on how to play the game. Put that camera back on me. Those girls like looking at me, buddy. Every time I see myself on camera, man, I just get, I actually find myself getting better looking every day of my life. Somebody, please get me off this mountain. Woo! I'm a 60-minute man, baby. Woo!
Coining so many timeless catchphrases.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. I'm the man.
And paving the way for the future stars such as The Rock to follow in his footsteps.
To be the man, woo, you gotta beat. No, wait, that's not it. That's not it.
His WWE run in the 2000s was great and gave us many memories.
What is he doing? He's some sort of... Tell him all you came here for a shot at the title, baby. What if he can never wrestle again? You can't do that.
Settle down before you blow your pacemaker, kid.
Woo! 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 Enough! Enough! Enough!
Masterpiece.
That's what I think of your book. Woo! I will never retire.
but Flair in his prime was untouchable.
I wear a $15,000 Rolex.
You can't be like the nature boy.
I am Ric Flair, the President of the United States.
No.
You turn the camera off, and I'll be naked when you come back.
Number 1. The Rock. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. The people's champion, the great one.
Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
The man had more charisma and personality on screen than almost anyone ever.
It's the big slow.
My name is Kane.
I did it for The Rock. I did it for the people. I did it.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty. Perry Saturn, The Rock's gift to you. The Rock knows that you've got one eye that goes that way and another eye that goes that way. The Rock will slap that crooked eye straight.
Chico, Razor Ramon.
Hey, yo, Chico, you, Big Daddy bitch.
It's me, Mark Lloyd.
It's me, Mark Lloyd. Shut up.
You can't see me when you're playing peekaboo. You can't see me. I can see you. Can you see me?
His catchphrases became a worldwide phenomenon, created shows, and entered dictionaries.
You smell what The Rock is cooking.
We are the...
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Bend him over. Turn that shovel sideways and stick it straight up his candy ass. Get your monkey ass out of The Rock's picture. You sick freak.
Rock was talented in the ring, but it was his natural charisma and ability to run his mouth in whatever scenario he was presented with that made him stand out.
Poontang your ass on out of here.
Sounds to the great one that there's 15,000 Rock fans calling you a slut.
You're beautiful. But it's too bad you're walking around here like somebody shoved a Smirnoff bottle up your Putin.
You could get lost on YouTube for hours watching The Rock's best moments and interviews.
Booker T, hair done by Whoopi, Shane McMahon, still a pussy.
If anybody knows anything about screwing, it's you. To say the least, The Rock is something you're not, undisputed champion, so shut up, bitch.
Oh my God. Paul Heyman doing what? Probably laying naked on a beach, sitting there watching Brock Lesnar work out like a big fat walrus, cheering on Brock.
What we're looking at is this. We're looking at what would happen if a homeless lumberjack banged an Oompa Loompa.
Also, his run as Hollywood Rock in 2003 was absurdly entertaining.
Know your role, just shut your mouth, take all your booze, stick them straight up your maple syrup sucking candy ass. Well, let me tell you something, brother. What you gonna do?
And then you're gonna do all that and, you know, do the thing like that, how you do, and, you know, all that stuff. You do that, no problem.
What's Goldberg gonna do?
After the fans turned their back on him for going Hollywood, they couldn't help but cheer for him again because of how amazing he was as a heel.
I mean, there's a reason they call The Rock, oh yeah, easy big fella.
Whether as a heel or a babyface, The Rock always brought it on the mic.
Guerrero and The Rock in this ring will meet, and when it's all over, The Rock whooping ass on Latino heat.
And that brings us to the end of this video. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out our other video ranking the top 10 most evil heels in WWE history. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.